Empty Your Mind, a story about finding inner peace and clarity. Zen Motivational video. Empty your mind. How many of us wake up every morning with thoughts rushing in like a flood? We think of yesterday's mistakes, tomorrow's worries, and endless what-ifs. Our minds become heavy with noise, and when the mind is heavy, the heart cannot feel peace. Today's story will remind us that peace is not found outside, it is found inside, when we learn to quiet the storm of thoughts. In a small village surrounded by hills, there lived a 24-year-old man named Marco. Marco was restless. His thoughts never stopped. One moment, he regretted the past. Another moment, he feared the future. He couldn't sleep well. He forgot how to smile. His mind was like a storm that never ended. One day, Marco heard whispers about a wise old man who lived in a distant village. Long ago, that man had been a famous psychologist in the city. He had guided many people to find peace. But when he grew older, he left the busy city and chose a quiet life close to nature. Sometimes he gave advice to those who traveled to him. Marco decided, maybe this old man can help me. He walked for days, climbing hills and crossing rivers until he reached the village. There, on the porch of a simple house covered in vines, the old man sat with his eyes closed, breathing calmly. His presence itself felt like silence. Marco bowed and said, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I cannot stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man opened his eyes and smiled gently. "So you are looking for peace? Come, I will give you a small task." He filled a glass with water to the brim and handed it to Marco. "Walk with this glass from here to the edge of the village and come back. But remember, not a single drop must spill." Marco was surprised, but he accepted. Holding the glass carefully, he walked step by step. The road was narrow and full of noise. Children played, dogs barked, merchants called for customers, but Marco kept his eyes only on the water. Slowly, he returned without spilling a drop. He said proudly, "Grandfather, I did it. I didn't spill any water." The old man nodded. "Good. But tell me, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco looked confused. "No, I saw nothing. I only focused on the glass." The old man smiled again. "That is the secret. When your mind stays in the present, there is no room for fear of the future or sadness of the past. Your thoughts became quiet, and peace entered. You already carried peace within you. It was hidden under too many thoughts. Empty your mind, and you will find it." Marco bowed deeply. For the first time in years, he felt a stillness inside. But the old man was not finished. He said, "Marco, peace is like a clear lake. If you throw stones, ripples disturb the water. But if you let the water be, the surface reflects the sky. Your mind is the same. Every fear, regret, or desire is like a stone. Do not throw them in, and your mind will reflect peace." From that day, Marco began to practice silence. He learned to sit by the river, breathing slowly, letting thoughts come and go without chasing them. And slowly, he changed. He could sleep better. He smiled more. He felt lighter. One evening, Marco asked the old man, "Grandfather, what if thoughts return? What if storms rise again?" The old man replied, "Storms will always return, but you can choose how to face them." The Buddha taught, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. And Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid." True peace is not the absence of storms, it is the calm within, even when storms rage outside. The old man pointed to a large oak tree. That tree has stood for 100 years. Every storm shakes it, but it does not fall. Why? Its roots are deep. If you want peace, deepen your roots through patience, gratitude, and faith. Then no storm will uproot you. Marco listened carefully. He realized peace was not a gift from outside. It was a skill to be cultivated. Years later, Marco himself became known as a guide for others. People asked him how he found peace. He would smile and say, "I emptied my mind. I learned that peace is not about controlling the world, but about controlling my response. When I stop feeding fear, the mind becomes clear." The lesson is clear for all of us. Life fills our minds with endless noise, bills to pay, regrets of youth, worries of age. But the secret to peace is not adding more, it is removing what is unnecessary. Emptying the mind is like cleaning a cluttered room. When you remove what you don't need, suddenly there is space to breathe. Think of these lessons. From Buddhism, silence is an empty cup. Only then can it be filled with wisdom. From Christianity, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. From American wisdom, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. Each of these truths points to the same path. Stillness brings clarity. So what can we do today? When the mind is restless, focus on one simple thing: your breath, your steps, or even a glass of water. Let go of what you cannot control. The past is gone. The future is not yet here. Practice gratitude. A thankful heart naturally calms the mind. Create silence. Turn off the noise for a few minutes each day and listen to your inner self. Remember, peace is not far. It is within you, waiting for you to clear the clutter. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it only for yourself. Share it with a friend who needs peace. Leave a comment below and tell us what you learned. And most importantly, subscribe to Zen Motivational Video so you never miss the next story that can guide your heart and mind toward peace. Thank you for being with us today. Till then, be patient, be thankful, and keep moving forward in life.